Siyalibingelela ke usuku olungaliyo mbukeli saphinde sabuya safika xathatha nohlelo lwakho lwesidlo sasekuseni ekhaya Jikelele breakfast show. Namhlanje ke mbukeli sikuphathele indaba ezithe ukuba buhlungwana. Phela zifaka phakathi isiphepho esihlasele Nandi eThekwini kwakhukhuleka imizi kwacekela phansi ingqalazinda ngapha kwenzeke nembedumehlwana kwadubulana amaphoyisa eBramfontein eGoli. Kholosa kodwa kwenzakalani?
Hey, liyabhubhilizwe wena noxolo kodwa ke into ethi masimanyane singama Afrika sinqule sinyuka intaba sicela uqamathi into okubana angenelele kuba luqumkho lamahwana kwenzeke intoni kwizwe lethu. Litshilo ke igwijo selusazi mbukeli into okubana sifike sagaleleka singumthombo wolwazi Ekhaya Jikelele. Phakathi ke kwengxoba kaxaka ezixaka umchaka siyaqiniseka kaloku into okubana siyinkqubo siyaqalela kaloku sikunikeze uqikelelo lwemozulu ezemidlalo nezithe qolo ziqhubeka kweli loMzantsi Afrika. Igama lami ke nguKholosa Kalubisi unonkanyezi. Mamtshali masisiphake.
Mbukeli asibheke ihamba phambili kuleli hora.
Ishiye umonakalo omkhulu inkanyamba yayizolo phakathi kweNanda nePhoenix kuMantla eTheku.
Kwenzeke imbedumehlwana izolo iphoyisa lidubula elinye lashona esigamekweni esenzeke eBramfontein eGoli.
Iqela elikhethekileyo le-Olimpiki lamkelwe ngezishushu ngethuba ligaleleka kwisikhululo samazwe i-OR Tambo phezolo.
Aninti hoyina sabelani niyamenya mamelani niyabizwa bekuya kuthetha abanaka kade zenife beniya kubizwa ngubani nazeni sabele bekuya kubonga abani nazeni mamele ikhwelo lityala kaloku mzwako wethu niyamenywa niyakhwetywa ngezandla zinobubela zindembelele kwisitwayizane ekhaya nibizwa nonke jikelele isikhwebu sambona kaloku simnandi ngwaqhubelana.
Kunesingishane esihlasele Nanda kanye nasePhoenix enyakatho yeTheku izolo ntambama. Lesi shingishane sishiye omkhulu monakalo kwasiphuka ihlahla kokhukhuleka imizi yabantu kanye nenye ingqalazinda yombuso. Izangoma zezulu ke beyivele zibexwayisile ke abantu bakuleya ndawo ikakhulukazi eningizimu yogu ukuthi imvula enamandla iyeza. Le mvula igcine idala umonakalo ike kwagcina kuvalekeke nemigwaqo. Abezimo ephuthumayo bebekhona kuleya ndawo bezobheka isimo. Ayizange iphele kahle ingxabano yabesilisa ababili abebengaphandle kwendawo yokucima ukoma ngempela sonto eBramfontein eGoli. Mbukeli ke sithanda ukuthi sisheshe sixwayise ukuthi uma ngabe ngiqhubeka manje ngifunda lolu daba kunemfanekiso ehambisana nalo ezovela okungenzeka ukuthi kuphathe kabi uma unenhliziyo esheshizwele. Njengoba ke ubona mbukeli lapha kubonakala owesilisa ogqoke ihembe limhlophe phethe isibhamu ngesandla nobonakala ehilizisana ke nomunye obehleli phakathi emotweni. Yize kungacacike kahle ngomsuka wengxabano kodwa lo ophethe isibhamu ubonakala eyisimbelambele caphuna ngenkano phakathi emotweni ngenhloso yokumkhipha. Kukhona ke nowesithathu omile eminyango wemoto ovimbela ohlomile ukuba angamcaphuni lo ophakathi ke emotweni. Konke lokhu kuyaluza kwalo hlomile kuyabonakala khamisana nempi yawo amazwi ke awakhulumayo. Yize ngazwakali ngoba abebethwebula bebemiqamama nendawo yesigameko bekunabantu abadlulayo nabaqaphe imoto kule ndawo ababonakala bevika ubala ngoba kungaqondakala ukuthi lona ohlomile uzogadla nini kulo ophakathi emotweni. Kubeka sekubonakala ongaphakathi emotweni ekhipha isibhamu evulela ngenhlamvu kulo obehlomile. Lapha ke ohlelweni lwakho ekhaya Jikelele sizobeke sesibiza okhulumela uphiko olibheka indlela abasebenza ngomthetho abayiphatha ngayo ukuze ke azosichazela ngalolu daba.
Unobhala Jikelele wombutho we-ANC ufikile Mbalula uhlangane nabahlali bengingqi eTumahole eFreystata apho u-Ace Magashule aphuma khona emva kokugxothwa kwakhe sisihlalo sobunobhala kwi-ANC nokuthe kwadala isankxwe kubahlali ngokuyamela nokuthemba ulawulo lwe-ANC.
Emva kokunikwa uphuma aphele kuka Ace Magashule ophuma eTumahole eFreystata nowayesaya kuba ngunobhala we-ANC kubonwe abahlali balengingqi betshisa izikipa zeliqela kwiveki ezimbini ezidlulileyo. uMagashule akakayichazi incakasana indlela yakhe kwezopolitiko okwangoku noxa izolo ebonwe nonobhala we-EFF uMarshall Dlamini nto leyo evuse amarhe wokuba angazibandakanya ne-EFF logama amanye amahumhum esithi angazenzela elakhe iqela. Unobhala wephondo uPhalediso Motshweneng uphefumle ngoko ngelithi abakadlani indlebe naye oko ethe wasuka esihlalweni se-ANC kananjalo ingqinisisa ukuba abantu bebetshisa izikipa bingengabo abalandeli be-ANC yaye namhlanje bebehlanganisene ukushukuxa imiba engaginyisi mathe ekugqithisweni kwenkonzo hayi nje kumalungu we-ANC koko kubahlali bonke.
I still want to reiterate and reconfirm that the majority of the people who participated in that exercise were not members of the ANC because the Regional Executive Committee has given us a detailed briefing about the occurrences of the day, and as a result we are convinced that it is just a mischief on the people who were angry.
Ufikile Mbalula uvakalise ngelithi nokuba umuntu enelungelo lokuzikhethela ukuba makathini ukwenza kodwa ohlasela iqela le-ANC kumele kuqondwane naye ngqo ngokobungqingqwa bomthetho. Unabe ngokukhuthaza uluntu ukuba lungabi nadyudyu ekumeleni i-ANC.
Will never stand on the way of any other person to do whatever that they want, but anyone who attack the African National Congress, we will stand up and defend the ANC. And that we will do. And you, comrades, as members of the ANC, you must do that. You must never be afraid to defend the African National Congress.
I-ANC iwachaphazele amanyathelo ewathabathayo ngokumayela nokugqithiswa kwenkonzo ngelivumayo ukuba enenene umasipala walengingqi ujamelene nemingeni abamaxhapheshu neenkqubo zokuqondana nayo. Ndimlo Lilitha Ntsundwani kwiindaba ze-SABC.
Abaholi bekhophu bachitha ukuthi bajijimeza amalungu eqembu nokuthi ludla lubi uqhekeko lwangaphakathi lokuza emva kokuthi likhonjwe indlela iphini lomholi wekhophu Willie Madisha kanye nonobhala wezokhetho uMzwandile Hleko. Kukholakala ukuthi ke baxoshwa ilabo abasohlangothini likaMusiwa Lekota. Sikhuluma nje nokhulumela leli qembu Dennis Blom umisiwe ukuze achaze kabanzi ukuthi kungani kufanele ukuthi angakhonjwa indlela eqenjini bonke ke laba basola ngokungahloniphi ubuholi beqembu ukuyitapela emalini yeqembu ngokunjalo nokushayindiva umthethosisekelo weqembu.
Willie Madisha, uMzwandile Hleko noDennis Blom bachazwe njengobholele ecaleni abahugela umbutho eludakeni kwakhokhelela ekubeni bagxothwe logama uBlom kusalindeleke yadakance isizathu sokuba kutheni emakangagxothwa. Okukuthethe kuba uMadisha uza kukhutshwa njengelungu leParlamente.
How that is called a faction, I don't know. Maybe my understanding of what a faction is different. But I will say we have rogue members that needed to be dealt with.
Iqela liyazibhebhetha ingxelo ezithi liguzula ezinkokheli ezintathu ndaweni yoko zinikwe iveke ezimbini ziphendule kumanyathelo ngakuzo.
Even now, as we speak, they've got 14 days to appeal to that decision. But instead, they have been clamoring for media attention, dancing to the tune of the cameras that are before them, making utterances that are really not working in their favor.
Oku kwenzeka ngexesha apho eliqela lijolisa kwinkongolo yalo yonyulo ngoDisemba. Kusenjalo uBlom ekutyholwa kuba uhambiselana noMadisha uthi useza kuyiphendula imibuzo yentatheli.
Ukuqhubeka kweqela iNkatha Freedom Party kunyulo lovalo sikhewu belibanjwe KwaZulu-Natal kutshanje kufanele ukuba kwenze iNC ixhalabe kwelaphondo. Oku ke kuthethwe ngumhlalutyi wezopolitiko uNjingalwazi Bheki Mngomezulu. Uthi ke iNC kufuneka itshintshe indlela eyenza ngayo ukuba inethemba lokuhlala ibambe iintabo KwaZulu-Natal. Unyulo lovalo sikhewu luza kubanjwa kweliphondo kule veki.
Umbango wezombusazwe phakathi kwe-ANC ne-IFP uyaqhubeka esifundazweni. Kulolu khetho lokamuva lokuchibiyela olubanjwe esifundazweni, i-IFP inqobe amawadi abephethwe i-ANC ayishagalombili. I-ANC ke yona alikho ke iwadi eliphuce i-IFP. Umhlaziyi wezombusazwe uSolwazi uBheki Mngomezulu uthi i-ANC kumele ke iqhamuke namasu amasha uma izimiseleke ngokuphatha lesifundazwe ngemuva kokhetho longonyaka ozayo.
Qoqa omasipala kwe-IFP okulokhu kuqhubeke njalo kusukela ngonyaka ka-2021 kusho khona ukuthi kukhona into eyenza kahle ilona i-IFP engicabanga ukuthi ke kuyodingeka ukuthi i-ANC isebenze kanzima ukuze ikwazi ukuthi igcine isifundazwe saKwaZulu-Natal.
Kodwa ke i-ANC ithi lemphumela yokhetho ayibakhathazi neze.
Uma wabheka itrend ye-ANC as a movement, i-ANC iyaqhubeka ukuphatha, ingakho sisho ngaphandle kokunanaza ukuthi sizobuyisa ukhongolose emandleni ngo-2024.
I-IFP ithi ke lemphumela yakamuva izinkomba zokuthi ke izakhamuzi zesifundazwe azigculisekile neze ngendlela ke iqembu lobusayo elenza ngayo.
Lasinezwe khona ithuba lokuphatha khona. Kufanele sihambise izinsiza kusebenza emphakathini, abantu bayithole intuthuko. Ingakho siyiqembu kuphela elingangabazi ekuthenini uma kukhona ungenzi kahle sithi hayi akuhoxe lesi sikhundla ngoba sibona ngathi akwenzeki ngendlela esicabanga kufanele kwenzeke ngayo uhulumeni.
Ukhetho lokuchibiyela luzokubanjwa kumasipala waseThekwini, inkosi langalibalele kanye nakumasipala wase-Alfred Duma. NginguSimphiwe Makhanya wezindaba ze-SABC ngiseThekwini.
Mbukele njengamanje yake sihlole ukuthi isimo sezulu sime kanjani namhlanje kuseni. Sikwamukele umbukeli Ekhaya Jikelele kanti odabeni oluphambili esilibike mangabe siqala umbukeli sithe kwenzeke imbedumehlwana iphoyisa lidubula elinye lashona esigamekweni esenzeke eBramfontein.
iCity Power ithi ikwiphulo lokugqibezela isivumelwano somgangatho wenkonzo nesebe lezindlu lesixeko saseGauteng ukuze likwazi ukugqibezela ukufakelwa kombane kwihostela yaseDeep Kloof. Abahlali ke banyanzelisa ukufuna inkonzo eziquka ukufakelwa kombane kule hostela. Imoto ezimbini zonandaba ziye zonakala emva kokuba abahlali bequlu beintatheli ngamatye.
Imeko ibuyele kwinzolo kwihostele yaseDeep Kloof nakwindawo ezingqongileyo. Izithuthi bezihamba ngokwesiqhelo kwindlela iChristiani edlula ngakwihostele. Kuqinisekiswa nangokhuseleko luluqilima. Kangangeveki ezintathu abahlali bafuna izindlu zangasese ezigunqulwayo kunye nombane. Abahlali ngoku babelana ngeempompo ezimbalwa zoluntu. Isakhiwo sehostele sibonakala singadili kananini na. Kukhona neentanda.
Asiqedanga, asikezuqeda. Kuze kube esikufunayo siyanikwa khona up until umeya MMC of Housing bayafika lana belethe izidingo zethu okuyizindlu, ama-toilet, amanzi kanye nogesi.
Lilonke ixabiso leproject lingaphaya kwe-15 lezigidi zerandi.
Community leaders were also informed every step of the way, and we will remind them of the scope of the work that still needs to be done and to be engaged further on the way forward. We are finalizing the SLA with the department with the view of completing this project at least in the next 3 months.
Ilungu lekomiti kasodolophu lokhuseleko loluntu eGauteng belikula mandla lithetha nabahlali.
Let us round up everyone who's supposed to be here. Let's look for the budget, what happened to the budget here, what has been the historical background of the area. And then the city, we need to intervene ASAP. It's very bad.
The hostel is under the domain of the Department of Human Settlements in the city. If there are services that are required, the department will issue an instruction, like we've issued an instruction to City Power to electrify the area. The provision of water and sanitation would instruct Joburg Water. Joburg Water does not have the sole responsibility to provide water. They act on the instruction. Because of the provide water, they are not in the process of managing the hostel.
Amapolisa azakuhlala kule ndawo ukuqinisekisa ngenzolo.
Ukuxovula banzi lomba ke siye sakrweca uSanele Msibi noyinkokheli yabahlali basehostela eDeep Kloof. Masikubulise bhuti Sanele, sikwamkele enkqubeni ekhaya Jikelele.
Ngiyabingelela sisami, ngibingelela nababukeli ekhaya.
Khosi, kokwesithathu ngoku niqhankqalaza kule nyanga, ingaba ingxaki iphi kanye kanye?
Ngokwesithathu impela isiqhankqalaza siswami. Ingxaki kumbala nje kubalekile konke, akukho okuncane kunokwenza engizokumenshina. 1, izindlu zasehostela eziwayo, and le hostela yakhiwa nguhulumeni omabhunu apartheid regime. Manje isi-overcrowded njengoba abantu laba abasebenzi bazophomba eshunekuhle. Manje amakamero overcrowded, iyawa ngaphandle ubona ngaphakathi, ngaphakathi ubona ngaphandle. Abanye i-roof ayikho, malina abantwana besikole incwadi yabafunda ngazo ziyamoshakala. Mangimele befunde amakhandlela kuba amanzi bafanele baphela ugesi awukho, kumele bekhanyisa amakhandlela kube manzi yonke into. So kusokola thina sibadala, kusokola abantwana bethu ngoba manje la sihlala kunama-families enjani. So umama nobaba ney'nganelana asikho isidima, asikho isithunzi sobuntu lapho. So 2, ama-toilet ama-toilet still kuse-bucket system. Nakho lokho futhi okukhipha isithunzi somuntu umuntu ozohamba uye laphana uyozikhulula. Mawufika laphana before uzikhulula ubona i-waste yomunye umuntu kuhlangahlangene nje. Lento leyo nabezempilo ehlala sitshela ngabo. So umtshela kanjani umuntu ngezifo ethethelanayo ekubeni isimo vele siphoqa ukuthi izifo la azithathelane ngoba i-bucket system amanzi ufuna moyokha amanzi uhambe afaka meters nakhona noma ngengasho ngathi emakamereni ba-overcrowded. Uzofika lapho ame lapho emele ukuthi abanye bayawasha la, abanye bakha amanzi. So siswami umuntu uzokhona na ukuthi aphume etoilet ayelapha afafa izandla ayogeza izandla
Uyakhangeleka into yokuba zininzi wena bhutsanele izikhalazo eninazo xa uzawuthi mhlawumbe njengobubalula into yokubana uthi usendlini ukwazi ukubona into engaphakathi into ethi nihlale emabhodlweni isidima senu sirhuqekile njengabahlala kwaye kuyaphawuleka into yokubana kune-project yesakhiwo ekuthiwa ibixabisa izigidi ngezigidi zerandi ingaba kwenzeke ntoni kuyo xa kanti nizawuthi nisahlala emabhodlweni?
No project this one ungena nje kuyo bengifaka kiyo irane only October November last year uCity Power uye waqasha ucontractor wakhe man qasha ucontractor wakhe uCity Power bapresenta ibudget ku-community hostel bathi is 18 million so le project izo-electrify the whole hostel. So kodwa okusimangazile mawuthi January abasabuyi sesiyafona siyabuza hayi bo anisabuyi ngani manje abasabuyi sifana lo contract lona obizwa ngokuthi on better project okuyena City Power akam-appointele ukuthi asifakele ugesi hayi up until sesiye manje uCity Power physically siyayigazi kwanjenje njani bagcina sesibalekela esibalekela ukuthi hayi la kunenkinga ngoba nalo section lena la ihostel ihostel eyi-1 but ama-section ayi-2 enye imadala enye igiyani so be-electrifya igiyani abantu bengafiki ndawo incomplete abakayiqedi nayo leyo but badisappeara kanjalo so izinto lezi ezibuhlungu nezicasulayo kubahlala basethi nomsakazi
oluqhankqalazo lwamvanje siye salibona wena Sanele ukuba belinobundlobongela phakathi abaqhankqalazi baye bagibisela amapolisa ngamatye siye saphawula futhi into yokubana neentetheli ze-SABC ziye bakanti ziyabandakanyeka ucinga ukuba ukuzibandakanya kwisenzo esinjalo sokuba niqhankqalaze kube khona nodlame phakathi yindlela yenu yokuba urhulumente nimkrwece akwazi ukusabela kwingxaki zenu?
Siswami as much as siqhankqalaza kodwa asikufuni ukuthi kusukumezeke intatheli nina siswami niyasiza ekutheni umlezo wethu usheshe ufinyelele ngesivinini uhulumeni up to umongameli uRamaphosa abone ukuthi lento esiyenzayo ukuthi unyaka nonyaka maphuma ibudget hostel siyidle i-wrong manje kushawa intatheli lokho siyaxolisa kakhulu lokho siyaxolisa kakhulu siyanithanda ngoba nisandla sethu esihle esisiqeda message yethu kalula and siyaxolisa kakhulu lokho ubuholi basehostela bonke bubuyile kubantu babakhuza ukuthi no ningaphindi lento niyenze ukushaya intatheli amaphoyisa seswami into ezekele yile amaphoyisa asuka kwi-point okumele asebenze kuyona while isimo was still tense asuka amaphoyisa kuChrisane Road asuka amaphoyisa kodwa bebona ukuthi abahlali basasukile mayesuka amaphoyisa abahlali besingabone lesentasiyon nathi as inkokheli basidoja baya straight lapha bokuqhalaza emgwaqeni amaphoyisa athi mayebuya abafarisha noma bullet namathi guest isuka lapho-ke indawo amaphoyisa sabashayela angithi amaphoyisa again ayasuka futhi ayahamba bebona inyala emaphoyisa namaveni neemoto zey'ntatheli bafike baretaliate kubantu aba-wrong ebantwini aba-wrong so manje bathi ukuthi zonke izimoto ezenza amaphoyisa
nabe navuselele kumsindo ngenxa yaloo nto
siyaxolisa kakhulu lokho ngoba amaphoyisa aze angena even inside hostel oku-wrong awaphostwanga inside hostel aposte ku main road ukukhiza ne road okumele enze sure ukuthi i-traffic iyaflowa akubikho asiphazamisi ezikhanhlalazo but bona now they go inside hostel badubula abantu ama-bullets abanye bathola endlini besendlini badubula abantu besethekthini yabo bezihlalele bafike badubula yini sebekhava ukuthi bashiye ipoint yabo konakala izimoto zase-SABC ezizithuthi lezi ngeke zilimaze SABC if amaphoyisa awasukanga kwipoint yawo
bingeke yenzeke lento esiyibonileyo kwaye siyaqonda into yokubana ayisosihlonja sokuqala esi ukuba abahlali base-Diepkloof bangenele uqhankqalazo ukuba ngaba mhlawumbe ezimfuno zenu njengokuba uye wakhala wathi into yokubana nemibane ayikho ngapha amabhodla yadilika izindlu zenu uba ngaba ezinto nizikhalelayo azifezekiswa ingaba mhlawumbe ingawapha amanyathelo xebe enizawuthini wathathe
Msakazi uyabona sesihlale kakhulu ku-boardroom ubuholi base-Diepkloof sesihlale kakhulu is enough ngama-boardroom is enough bayazi siyi-peaceful hostel siseubuholi abantu bokuthanda uxolo ne-boardroom but abahlali manje i-anger they've been bottling i-anger ngaphakathi ebambe i-anger now nathi bayasula abahlangene ngendaba axazukwe ngayo even nathi sengabaholi sekuzima manje ukuthi hayi man kade sikhuluma kahle no siswami angeke size siyeke ukuqhankqalaza angeke siyeke into ebasiza ukuthi besifanele poison sise bese kuthiwa ubuholi babusekho-ke bese beyidlake le mali ngaseDiepkloof okubuhlungu sisona namsakazi kubuhlungu ngoba even every year une-budget ekhishwa eseDiepkloof hotel iyakuphi idle ngobani yena bahlala khona umnandi uyaflasha uhlala endlini right but noma sinike ibudget msakazi idliwe no angeke sizolwa phela angeke siyeke leyo nje I say it on record and I repeat it. We will fight until we die. Angeke sisiyeka abantu basehostel besipheke kanje. Angeke if umeya ne-team yakhe ngomzili bayeza today if they khuluma izinto empty promises never we will fight until to the end. Umele ithi sehostel nayo ibe ifane namanye amalosha asasowethu kunamalosha amaningi msakazi esingabala nawe akhiwe after i-Diepkloof hotel ikhona bayijampa bakhamanye balokishi and bese bethi this is a world class African city. No, this is not a world class African city. Ihotela injena kunabantu abahluphekayo abama-distance bakubokha amanzi kunabantu abangafasha ama-toilet kunabantu abasaya endlini why no msakazi sazoba thina
masikubulele ngexesha lakho Butsanele kwaye siyathemba into yokubana okukhala kwenu ningabahlali kuyawuvakala kurhulumente kube khona isisombululo.
Ngiyabonga kakhulu mfazi ngiyabonga.
Lowo ke mbukeli besithetha naye kaloku nguye inkokheli yabahlali uSanele Msibi besithetha naye kaloku ngelengxoba kaxaka eqananazileyo pha kwihostele yapha eDiepkloof noqhankqalazo oluthe qolo luqhubeka ngoku ke masithi qhwi evenkileni qiniseka awuphoswa siyabuya emva kwale ntengiso.
Sikwamukele mbukeli wekhaya Jikelele breakfast show sahlezi nami noxolo wakwamwali kanjalo nokholosa wakwaLubisi. Mbukeli ngo-2019 kwasungulwa iligi yabesifazane ezingeni elikhokhelayo kuleli ngenhloso yokuthuthukisa ibhola labesifazane. IHollywood Best Super League kugijima kuyo-ke amaqembu abesifazane ayi-14 aqhamuke ezifundazweni ezahlukene kuleli. Lokhu-ke kulekelela ibanyana ukuthi kwazi phela ukuba nabadlali abaqinile. Ukubheka-ke kabanzi lolu daba sixhumana noPhatco Mafani oyintatheli yezemidlalo esemkantshubomvu emsakazweni ungaphansi kwe-SABC umhlobo wenene FM. Butiza asikubingelele sikwamukele ekhaya Jikelele kuseni.
Ndiyabulela kakhulu enkosi ngelithuba niphela nami ukuba ndibe khona.
Kubulela thina Bhuti. Ake siqale nje ngokubuka ke izinga lebhola labesifazane kuleli ukuthi likangakanani uma ngabe kuqhathaniswa nakwamanye amazwe.
Well, uMzantsi Afrika apha eAfrika uza kahle kakhulu. In fact, women's football apha eMzantsi Afrika ine history that is very interesting because yaqalwa ngo-1960 during apartheid years. The very first teams zamantombazana ezazikhona yayi Orlando Pirates, ndawonye ne-City Girls zaseKapa, 1962. And it's amazing, kodwa into yokokuba, having said that, it's amazing into yokokuba improvanga kakhulu women's football, and over the years I think lento ibihamba, unfortunately ibihamba with the cultural oppression of women kwiminyaka le yonke amantombazana enganikwa thuba. Siyafuna kodwa kapha eMzantsi Afrika ukuyiqaphela into yokokuba, and this is very interesting because apha eMzantsi Afrika ngoku eyona football iqhuba kahle kakhulu on the international scenes yi-women's football, njengoba nawe usazi into yoba iBanyana Banyana izizo i-champions ze-Africa, and iBanyana Banyana this coming weekend izabe isenzelwa i-send off and nangumphathiswa yokuya kwi-World Cup. Now ikhona improvement, but I think we can do more because nayo i-Hollywood Bet Super League le launchwe ngu-South African Football Association, president wakhona uDenny Jordan ngo-2021. La nkampani iseyiyo yodwa, azikangeni ezinye i-companies, and I think i-programs ezifana nalena yakho it can do more to bring awareness nge-South African women's football, because kwayona i-Hollywood Bets le Super League, for instance, xa sithelekisa ne-premiership yamadodana, i-Hollywood Bets ibhatala i-champions a mere 2 million rand. I think on number 2 i-runners up zona zifumana i-1 million. Now uzithelekisa, it's close to 12% of what the champions earn kwi-league yamadoda, which is the premiership, PSL. So there's still more to do. We're not doing badly in South Africa, but we have more to do. Particularly ukubonisa into yokuba asililo ilizwe elicinezela amantombazane, elicinezela abantu besifazane when it comes to sport, and on the contrary, they have done us proud. So La League, it needs to be strengthened. I-Hollywood Super Bets, even at club level, kungakuhle into yokuba ezi team zonke ezikhoyo zibe kanti zinayo i-women's team. Currently, clubs zamadodana zona, they are governed by Premier Soccer League, okay, and i-Hollywood Bets is a league that enkampani ye-gambling uHollywood's efumene i-naming rights ye-league ephansi kwe-South African Football Association. So USAFA can do more to bring us more sponsors, kuyo i-South African football women's team.
Njengoba ke usho ukuthi i-Hollywood Bets kusase yiyo nje inkampani esasekhona esabonakala ixhasa iqembu noma ke i-league yabesifazane, ingabe mhlawumbe ngokucabanga kwakho yini lena yenza ukuthi inkampani noma abaxhasi babe madolonzima mangabe kumele bafake uxhaso lwemali ebholeni labesifazane?
I think kwicala labantu abaphethe ibhola, and you'll remember that in the Kenda corner balawuli bebola for a decade, when I was working for Kaizer Chiefs and Platinum Stars. I think kwicala labantu abaphethe ibhola, we need to reflect so that professional teams zonke, as much as we've done a great work ngendaba ye-Diski Challenge, i-Reserve League, we now need to reflect on what we're doing for girls. As I said earlier on, girls deserve better. Girls are the African champions. Girls are going to the World Cup. Ibanyana Banyana Yotusa. When we hosted, and this is interesting, when we hosted a women's World Cup up in South Africa, Ibanyana Banyana was the first African team beat Spain's women's football team. And so Landi Achaza over up in South Africa, probably siyayidelela siyibukela phansi i-potential esinayo enokuphucula ubomi bethu in all ways, including ukusupportwa kwe-game estadium, so that the women's team sijonge as our only hope currently, so that siphume sonke xa idlala. Number 2, including ukuthi thina abazali babantwana abadlalayo kwi-Hollywood soccer bets siphume izikolo ababesuka kuzo siphume siyobaxhasa aba bantwana. Ajonga la model ngoku abayenzayo kwi-Netball World Cup. Kwi-Netball World Cup there are countries ezithe zifika nje eCape Town za-adopta izikolo kumakhaya elitsha to make sure into yoba you brand this school ngale team. And I think nakuyo i-Hollywood Bets Super League they need to consider to adopt izikolo kwindawo abakuzo, kwindawo ababased kuzo, adopt izikolo abazawuthi bazibrande ngazo esi sikolo kwaziwe into yoba, for instance, i-City Lads Football Club le yamantombazana ekwi-Hollywood, they're not doing very well kwi-Hollywood Bets, because kwi-Hollywood Bets iMamelodi Sundowns ladies ilandelwe yi-University of the Western Cape neck to neck. Anything can happen. I-UWC ingayijampa noba kunini na iMamelodi. The question is, yona i-UWC leya ingaba on the structures zaseKapa in the neighboring communities kwizikolo eziphaya, are they branding themselves baziveze kwi-community? Even the Sundowns le Mamelodi Sundowns ladies, you know, bazibrande ngezazikolo and encourage women's football in schools, because apha eMzantsi Afrika enye yezinto that is dying a slow death si-school sports. I-school sports yafumanisa into yoba siphila kakhulu kweza previously white schools. Kwezi zethu emalokishini there's a big outcry ngendaba ye-school sports. Now i-women's soccer because ilithemba lethu currently can play a part ngokuthi ibe yiyo eyovuselela neyomaketha i-product yayo ye-women's soccer nasezikolweni. So i-future la league yamantombazana, i-future in a future, and it can take us far, because ngoku we've got just a little over 30 girls playing football overseas. So la nto ichaza into kokuba we can export i-talent yaseMzantsi Afrika to the other countries. Ko Germany, ko England, ko Spain, kukho girls ezidlala pha zisuka eSouth Africa. So you export your culture, you export your style of play to the other nations. From a tourism point of view, it means a lot for South Africa also.
Njengoba nje usho-ke nawe umenshine lapha i-Sundowns ladies, ungabe ucabanga ukuthi kumqoka kangakanani ukuthi namanye amaqembu afana no-Kaizer Chiefs o-SuperSport nawo abe nawo amaqembu abesifazane njengoba iyenzile iMamelodi Sundowns?
You know, interestingly enough, kule nto uyibuzayo, izolo bengincokola no-Ace Ngcobo, the general manager wase-PSL, kwinkqubo yami yomhlobo ne-FM kwezemidlalo, and I asked the same question. And ndafumana a response which is a tactical response yokokuba i-Premier Soccer League yeyamadodana, and they cannot enforce indaba yokuthi onke la maqela akwi-Premier Soccer League ayenze lento. But I believe that EPSL can partner with the Football Association, because women's football resides with the association. When i-PSL leya iphansi kwe-embodiment ye-South African Football Association, SAFA. Now kuba eza teams zonke ezi-PSL zizi-affiliates ze-PSL, i-PSL should have and can have ongoing dialogues with SAFA in making sure that iyapromotwa i-women's football. For instance, currently uba ngabe uzawudlala kwi-CAF, whether i-Sundowns idlala i-Champions League ne-Orlando Pirates ngoku njengoba izilungiselela nje ukuyodlala i-Champions League, uCAF yena unayo into ethi kulindelekile into yoba la maqela abe nayo i-women's football. And I think maybe in its next AGM, the South African Football Association should consider an agenda item engaging PSL about ensuring ukuthi la maqela PSL ane women's football wonke, but a structure that has an authority to regulate that, the South African Football Association, USAFA, and they can do that with the PSL. It would be wonderful. Imagine, and we tell you, if Soweto Derby, for instance, one of the biggest domestic football events in South Africa. Soweto Derby, curtain raise, Orlando Pirates ladies, the Kaizer Chiefs ladies. You can imagine what it can do for women's soccer. So ifuna ke lanto into yokuba inkokheli zethu zijonge lento, zijonge ne-opportunities, even without waiting for imithetho yokuregulator kwayo as USA, but zithathe initiatives zona inkokheli zethu to say, hey man, how do we make sure that we embrace women's football by getting our girls teams to play as curtain raiser Soweto Derby, as curtain raiser with Sundowns and Pirates, as curtain raiser with Sundowns and Chiefs, Cape Town Spurs, Cape Town City. Imagine the Cape Derby now that Cape Town Spurs is back. Imagine that Cape Derby in a curtain raiser, your girls teams. So these are the things that we need to look at to make sure that we embrace and we promote. Because to accept is one thing, but to embrace and promote is another thing, because it shows a passion, a scenario for women's football if we do that.
Hayi cha mafani mabengakuthatha impela lapha kwi-PSL nalapha kwi-SAF ukuhlangana nabo banikele ama-ideas abo. Hayi nginesiqiniseko sokuthi ibhola labesifazane lingaphambili ke kuleli. Uma ngabe mhlawumbe kungaqinisekiswa ukuthi iyalingana nemali eholelwa abesifazane kanye nebesilisa, ingabe lokho kungenzani ukuthi ke izinga lebhola lebesifazane libe sezingeni elingcono?
Khumbula kaloku i-sponsors, indaba ye-sponsors iyafana nendaba ye-advertisers apha kusasazo, television and radio, because i-advertisers ku-television and radio, they come where there are numbers. You have to show into kokuba there are numbers kwesi sikhululo, kwesi sitishi. You have to show that there are a lot of people that listen and watch the show, and advertisers will be attracted to that. Advertisers are like bees, fana neenyosi. And so the sponsors also similarly, zifana neenyosi. Ukuba ngaba thina siqala ngokuyipromote i-women's football ezikolweni, ithandwe, we bus abantwana bezikolo bezezitadium, siyithengise nakuthi thina abantu abangotata, ibonakale nakwi-sports taverns idlalwa, igcwale iqale nakwi-games ezinkulu ezi-curtain raisers now ikhule kangoba xa bedlala i-Hollywood Super League sipromote into yokokuba iye. We even sometimes give free tickets ngakumbi xa bene-cup finals kugcwale ezitendini. That's what sponsors want to see. Sponsors want to see stadiums with bums on the seat. Sponsors want to see stadiums gcwele abantu besiza bezobukela, so that uma ngaba wena usponsorisha ngeproduct yakho ethile, xa usponsorisha phaya, there is an available audience yokubona iproduct yakho i-advertiswa. Awufuni ukuba uye usponsorishe nje ku-empty stadium. Sometimes you do that also because une-product entsha. La nkampani ngoku esponsora i-women's football kule league yakhona, which is awesome. And naming rights the Women's Football League, Hollywood Superbets. La company, it does so to introduce products zayo ubukhulu becala. Now imagine ubangaba nathi besiresponda size kwi-games zala league, communities kugcwale kwi-games zala league. That company would even invest more than they're doing now, and other companies would follow suit. So I think South African Football Association need to consider how to market. Sithengisa kanjani i-women's football. Kona mbuzo ubalulekileyo lo, so that i-sponsors zize siyithengisa kanjani. I-South Africans ziyazi, i-South Africans ziyithande. How do we make it a sexy product? a spoken about product, a product etrenda na social media, a product nosasazo lonke, radio to television, eliyithandayo nama newspapers konke nje. How do we make it a point that kuthethwa ngayo iyatrenda?
Hayi sibonge kakhulu sethembeke ukuthi cha sizobona ke ibhola labesifazane lithuthuka kuleli. Sibonga kakhulu ke Mafani ngesikhathi sakho namhlanje ekseni sikufisele nje usuku oluhle.
Ndiyabulela nami Nkosi kakhulu.
Uphathi Mafani ke embukela intatheli zemidlalo emsakazweni umhlobo wenene FM ongaphansi kwalo ikhaya elikhulu phela lomsakazi lomphakathi iSABC. Kanti ke embukeli mangabe siqhubekela phambili ungqongqoshe obhekeleza besifazane intsha nabaphila nokukhubazeka ehhovisi likaMengameli uDokotela uNkosazana Dlamini Zuma nephini likangqongqoshe wezemidlalo ubuciko namasiko uNoqawe Mafu ngokunjalo nosihlalo wethimba elikhethekile lemidlalo yama-Olympics uDokotela uMatthews Phosa bathi ke abadlali abaphila nokukhubazeka kufanele bathole ukwesekwa okufanele ukuze babekelele lizwe ebalazweni lomhlaba. Lokhu ke bakusho ngesikhathi bemukela ithimba labadlali elibuye nezindondo ezingama-49 emidlalweni ke yama-Olympics yabaphila nokukhubazeka eGermany.
I-Team South Africa ithole 14 medals lokufaka ekhathi namagolide langu-22, ema-silver langu-20, ema-bronze langu-7 kumidlalo efaka ekhathi kubhukusha, ku-golf, ebholeni letinyawo, ku-basketball nakuleminye.
Because they are Special Olympics, persons with disability, it means also South Africa ensures inclusion. Nobody must be left behind. They deserve their rights as they take their responsibility. And we are very happy, and the President is still to welcome them at the Union Building.
I am here before you today as Chairperson of Special Olympics South Africa, filled with immense pride and joy to welcome back our remarkable team. My eyes were full of tears of joy.
Leli qembu belicutselana nebadlali bemidlalo lehlukene labantu inkulungwane letisikhombisa lababuye emaveni lalikhulu namashumi lasiphohlongo.
This is special for us because under normal circumstances, you know, people with disabilities, particularly in black communities, we like to hide them. We don't want to give them an opportunity to shine. And here they have shown us that they have got the ability to actually do so well, more better than me and you, if they are given the support and if they are given the opportunity.
Labadlali balicembu bamashumi lasithupha nakune 64 nebaqeqeshi labamashumi amabili nakunye 21 abavela kulo lonke leli. Kanzi labadlali bakujabulele kakhulu lokhu labakutholile.
Yeah, I'm happy to go in Germany. Yeah, I'm happy to get this gold. Yeah, and I'm proud with my coach.
It went well. I won 1 gold, 1 bronze. It was a great experience.
Bantu bakuleli bebakhona ke baphume ngetingane kutomukela leli qembu.
They come in with 49 medals from Berlin from the Special Olympics. You know, such a great achievement.
I feel so great as South Africans. We received such an icons in South Africa.
Mengameli Cyril Ramaphosa kulinze ukuthi abe ingcenye yelicembu ngalokutako.
Amabhokobhoko azilungiselela ukuqala kwesizini yombhoxo ka-2023. Injongo yabo ke yokugqibela iyakuba kukhusela ngempumelelo isihloko sabo sendebe yehlabathi. Kodwa ukuya apho banemilambo emininzi yokuwela. Nansi ingxelo.
Sekusele ngaphansi kwamaviki lamabili ukuthi ke kuqale imidlalo ye-Rugby Championship. Emabhokobhoko alinzele umdlalo matima nabatholana eTulu neAustralia. Kutoba ngumdlalo lotobalungiselela indebe yemhlaba.
Everybody is focusing on the Rugby Championship because we want to go into the World Cup with momentum. But I also think there's a long-term thought process going on in everybody's heads in terms of preparing for the World Cup. I think it's similar with Eddie.
Baphathi baleli qembu ke bathi ke badlali labafaka ekhathi eBen Ebezet, Demay Velemes kanye ke na Jaden Hendrickson bayalulama kulokulimala lokubaphetha. Kepha ke inkinga lesekhona nyalo kulokulimala lemasela kwa Henry Pollard lokucishe kufane nekulimala kwa captain waleli qembu Siyakolisa. labadlali lababalulekile ke babuye ngeliso lelibukhali.
That's the reason why we have Elton here, so that Andre can fully recover and we don't push him too early and give a date for him is more or less the same than Sia now. He's looking at either that Argentina or that Wales or that New Zealand test match, which is not part of the rugby championship.
Labadlali ke batotilolonga kude ke balungele le season ya 2023. Labo shambeni benzebe yemhlaba ke batimisele konke konke lokusemandleni abo kuthi ke basivikele sicoco njengoba basiphumelela eminyakeni lemine leyengcile.
We're sort of finding our rhythm quicker, sort of aligning quicker, because I mean we've known each other for 4 years now or longer. And we sort of know what the coaches expect from us, and also what they expect from the coaches, and also as players what they expect from each other. We definitely are working harder, because we can't do what we did 4 years ago, because then you obviously front of the bus.
Lokuhlukanisa kwaleli qembu kabili ke kutophinze kusebenze nakulomnyaka rugby championship. Licembu linye ke letobe lilungiselela ukudlala neAustralia, bese ke lelinye libhekisa emabombo eNew Zealand kuyoti lungiselela indzebe yemhlaba. Lokhu nje kusesesicalo kwalokulinzelekile kuleli qembu.
Siziqwela sizisonga siziqonqotha ngolohlobo ke eze Euro yokuqala kodwa saqhuba noxi right
saqhuba Kholosa mbukeli asigoqekele izindaba zehora lokuqala ngokuthi sikwazise ngesimo sezulu.